Hey everybody, this is Peter with BibleMoneyMatters.com, and today we're going to be taking a look at a new phone that we just got in the mail from Twigby. Twigby Mobile is a wireless service provider that will give you wireless service at a low cost, and they sent out one of their new phones for us to try out, so let's take a look. Okay, so Twigby is a relatively new mobile provider. They have service starting at only $9 a month, and it goes all the way up to about $43 a month, depending on what level of service you choose. But you can start out, the $9 plan is going to be for 300 minutes of talking and texting and no data. Once you start adding on data, it'll add a little bit on there, but you can go all the way up to 10 gigs of monthly data, 4G data on the Sprint network. So let's open this up. This is a Motorola Moto E4 that they sent out. Got their business card there. They were kind enough to send this phone out to us. Here is the phone, all nice and wrapped in plastic. Ooh, looks brand new there. I believe this is a refurbished phone. I'm not 100% sure about that. Might actually be brand new though. So it's the Motorola Moto E4. It's a kind of a budget entry-level phone. It's not going to be the best specs in the world, but it's going to be good enough specs. So let's put that down. So what else we've got in the box? We've got the wall plug. We've got the USB cord. And then we've got some instructions. So there you go. There's everything in the box. You have the phone, you have the instructions, and we've got a business card. And so we'll take this stuff and go from there. We're going to boot up the phone, take a look at the phone, get the service activated, and then kind of talk to you a little bit about the service. Okay, so we've unboxed the phone, we booted it up, we charged it, we did a few updates on the phone. There were 2 Android updates that needed to take place on the phone. Those are complete now, so now we're going to kind of take you through the phone, have a quick look at my Twigby app, where you can manage all of your billing and all that, and your usage on your calling plan. But before we do that, this is again is the Motorola Moto E4, kind of a standard entry-level to mid-level phone that a lot of the services have. It has 2 gigabytes of RAM. It has 16 gigabytes of storage space on the phone itself. So, it's a pretty decent phone. It's not going to blow you away with its storage and RAM and so forth, but it's going to get the job done for most people. So why don't we jump into the My Twigby app and we'll take a look at that. Okay, so here we are. We're in the Twigby app now. Have your account settings and different triggers that you can set in here to do different things. Let's go down here. Don't worry about all that information. That's all from the Twigby marketing team. So you steal that phone number, it's going to be going directly to them. No, okay, we have your different plans that you have signed up for. Everybody gets the unlimited texting when they sign up for Twigby, which is great. So basically, you're deciding what you want to do for your voice minutes and for your data plan. The cheapest plan by far is going to be the one that you're not paying for any data. You're going to do the 300 minutes of talk time, and then you're going to do no data. And that's going to be $9 a month. Not many places you can find a calling plan that's less than $10 a month. So that's great, especially if you're not worried about doing a whole lot of data. You're on Wi-Fi all the time. You only want to use this in those types of times. If you want to add data, it goes up from there. It'll just be a small charges in order to add a little bit of data. Personally, I usually end up on the 1 gigabyte of data plan, so I can listen to some podcasts and to Pandora and things like that. But this is where you would come in to change your plans. Click on one there, pull it up. So as you can see, we're right now on the 300 minutes and then $3 for 200 megabytes of data. Go up to $6 if you want to get a gigabyte of data, which is probably what I would do. And again, it goes all the way up to 30 bucks for 10 gigabytes of data. This has the overages protection set up currently for the data. So if you get too close to your set number of data, so this one will be 200 megabytes, it'll turn off, it'll throttle the 4G data, and I believe you'll still have the 2G data available, but not the faster speeds. If you don't have that turned on, what will happen is if you go over your amount of data, it'll just bump you up to the next data plan, and you'll pay for that month. So if you're getting close to the end of the month and you don't want to have to pay for it for the entire month, make sure you have this overages protection turned on. All right, so let's go back here. We'll cancel. We're not going to actually change anything right now. Let's go back and look at what else we have down here. It's loading active lines. There's our phone number. Again, don't try calling that. It's going to go right to the marketing department because I'm sending this phone back. Okay, we have so you can set up your talk time, your data plan, and depending on what you choose, that's going to determine your bill every month. But again, anywhere from $9 to $43, depending on what you get. You can turn your voicemail on and off here. You can turn on the mobile hotspot here. I have it turned on already, so you can just turn it off if you want to. You can suspend your service. You can request a new phone number if you don't like the phone number that you have currently. And then on here, you can also turn off wireless services for a time if you want to. If you want to just turn off text messaging altogether, you can do that. Finally, down here, you have your data speeds. You can come in here and throttle your data, basically. Let's say you don't have a ton of data on your account and you want to just throttle the speed down so it's a lot slower and it's not downloading a whole bunch of stuff. It makes it easier to stay under your limit. You can come in here, choose what data speed you want it to be at, and hit save, and that'll take care of that for you. So that's basically it within the app here. Not a ton of stuff you can do. It's just got the basics and everything you need as far as managing your account, putting in your credit card information, and then managing your plan, going up or down in your plan depending on the month and what you need for data and calling and so forth. So everything I've seen with Twigby so far makes it seem like it would be a great option to consider. It's low cost, definitely. It will be especially good for the folks that want a low cost plan, either have their own phone that they can bring to the service, or they want to buy one of this refurbished or low cost phones that Twigby has as well. I've been using this phone for a couple days now, and it seems great. Calling goes through just fine. It's on the Sprint network with a fallback to Verizon. So if you're in an area that doesn't have good Sprint coverage, it'll fall back to Verizon. Again, that's something that's pretty unique to this service. A lot of them just have Sprint only, and some of them even have no roaming as well. So that's nice to have with the Twigby service. So definitely one to check out, Twigby, and you can find them at twigby.com.